was the first man to amass a double-digit winning streak in the shark-infested lightweight waters in the UFC. The former interim champion, 𝐒𝐻𝐸 Tony Ferguson, back on the proving ground here tonight.
Tony Ferguson was able to navigate the toughest division in the UFC. He's one of the most diverse, nasty strikers the UFC has ever seen. And you couple that with that college wrestling background, every time you step foot in the Octagon with Ferguson, you know you have your hands full. One of the most exciting fighters the UFC has ever seen.
He is an 8-point striker, outstanding submission game, has a lot of good chokes in his arsenal. He'll lean on that Darce choke, has a pretty good triangle as well.
Watch that low single.
I'm telling you, Tony Ferguson ready to prove yet again that he is one of, if not the best lightweight on planet Earth. Tony Ferguson, as usual, ready to battle as he tries to take home the title. All right, so all eyes are on Khabib Nurmagomedov. Daniel, as your former teammate makes his return to competition here tonight, a lot of us felt like this moment would not materialize. He's chasing 30-0 now.
He's chasing 30-0. I mean, he's one of the only guys to get out of this thing clean. Nobody goes undefeated unless your name is Khabib Nurmagomedov. The guy has fought the best. He is a guy that lets you know what his intentions are, and he goes out there and he works the game plan. He's going to get in your face. He's going to try to overwhelm you with his wrestling. And you look at his boy Hasbulla in the corner. Khabib Nurmagomedov looking for a big night.
The Dagestani social media legend Hasbulla Magomedov in the corner of Khabib Nurmagomedov tonight. Khabib Nurmagomedov set to fight Tony 𝐒𝐻𝐸 Ferguson. Our tail of the tape now for this lightweight championship fight. Now for the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Tony 𝐒𝐻𝐸 Ferguson. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the Octagon.
Good.
All right, so here we go. Can you believe this fight is finally upon us? Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Tony Ferguson. Joe Silva wanted to make this fight as far back as 2015. Both fighters got through their training camps. It shall be done.
I'm so excited.
Shoot him! Let's see if he can capitalize and lock up a sub.
You got to try to find whether or not you're going to land ground and pound here or if you're going to go to submission.
All right, north-south position. Now we'll see who transitions first. Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. He was able to withstand the fire. Now he finds himself out and safe.
Working for the submission once again.
He's fighting. He wants this very bad. That is tight.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow. That is great submission defense.
Well, the ground and pound strikes to the body keep on coming. You gotta start to minimize the damage. Good work here by Nurmagomedov.
Oh, he's gotta be careful there, yep.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound for such a dominant position.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Making all these shots count. Ferguson's in half guard.
Great defense by this fighter. Yep, got to be very careful there.
Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. Scramble. Nurmagomedov's back in full mount.
60 seconds left.
Nice.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Ferguson. 20 seconds to go in round one. Good, solid strike on the ground. Khabib's back in north-south. Horn sounds for the end of round one.
Change up your strikes. The boxing looks great. The kickboxing down low looks awesome. And that head kick, that's one.
All right, let us now look back at some of the highlights from that round, and there just aren't that many guys on this roster that can keep up this offensive wrestling pace over 15 or 25 minutes.
But he's one of those guys. He is one of those guys that's able to continuously take you down even if you get up over and over. He has this ability to maintain that pace and pressure that he can wear his opponents down. That's why you see him get so many finishes as the fights progress.
Ready.
All right, round two. Oh, Superman punch. Oh, another dynamic strike there from Tony Ferguson, former football player, baseball player, collegiate wrestler. Breakdancer too, by the way, DC. This is a man who is truly a plus athlete who can do it.
Beautiful jab there by the champ. Oh, nice jab. Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine.
You gotta be kidding me, he's out. All right, so he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. If you're the top fighter in this situation, what are you trying to do offensively?
I'm trying to force some sort of action from my opponent. You want him to turn to his knees to either give you the guillotine choke or allow you to try to chase the back. It's a tough position to control in, but there are options for finishes and are options for positional advancements if you're patient.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. 3 minutes now to go, round two.
Getting them out here.
Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. Hard ground and pound shot there, and yes, it was hard, opening right up. Well, eventually he's going to try to get up, but he's moving his head pretty well here to avoid damage on the ground.
You don't want to be comfortable on your back. When you're taken down, you got to make sure you're active, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Ferguson's in half guard now. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining. Massive shot from the top. Oh, nice.
All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Oh, great reversal to top position by Ferguson. 30 seconds to go in round 2. 20 seconds to go.
Way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Round 3 next.
Stop.
Excellent job last round. Really like your ground control. This round, you want to do the exact same thing. Let's start this off with a big take.
All right, let's get you some pictures from that previous round, DC. A lot of good work with the ground and pound strike.
Yeah, he was able to control posture, get himself postured up, land big ground and pound as he ended the round. What a great finish to a fantastic round.
Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top.
You ready to fight? You ready? Good.
Here we go, 3rd round of this championship fight. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
Guillotine jump. Oh, it's getting very, very deep. Oh, man, that was slim.
Ferguson's in half guard. Well, sometimes our stat guys are stingy with these submission attempt numbers. There have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler. And he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations when he's on the ground. He has done an amazing job staying out of those submissions. He passes to half guard.
Nurmagomedov's right back to the full mount.
Gotta be careful here.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he can cover the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Nurmagomedov. Another ground and pound strike gets home.
Oh, right in the mouth.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Well, now that cut in the eye area, Daniel, becoming a major storyline. He's got to be careful.
He's got to be very careful and address it right now before it gets to the point that there's nothing you can do about it. Good job being a threat off your back and not allowing your opponent to get comfortable.
Oh, reverses the position now. Outstanding work on the ground by Nurmagomedov.
Now he's going full mount. Oh.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov.
Great submission defense.
Right back!
Well, he's got his back now. Final 30 seconds of this 3rd round. Nice job to reverse position there on the ground, and now we'll see what he can do with the dominant position. Takes his back now. 10 seconds to go in the round. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Nurmagomedov.
No big deal. You got a little cut. It's not going to cut this at all. Do not worry about it. You need to take a deep breath, get out there, and get back to work, okay?
All right, so there's the end of the round. It had a little bit of everything and nearly a finish due to a submission.
But you see, when you're on the ground with him, you're in danger.
Yeah.
You're constantly under attack. There is no place to rest. Where you can rest with most guys, you got to be very aware against this guy, or he's going to catch you in something that you can't get out of.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working. Wow, he's landing time and time again on that cut. He's brutalizing them with the ground and pound. This fight is close to being done.
Let's go. We got a scramble here.
Khabib's back to the north-south position now.
Oh, nice headlock.
That Darce choke is tight. Oh, he's out.
Look at that. Recognized he was about to lose position.
Oh, looked like that strike from the bottom fighter got the crowd's attention.
There it is. Now he's on the mount.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal. Ferguson's a bloody mess right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see this fight stop. At the very least, you got to think they're calling in the ringside position between rounds. Looking to set up a knee of his own. Wow, strong roundhouse kick there. All right, good back and forth action, but they pause things here, DC. They're going to call in the ringside physician and take a look at what is a nasty cut.
Well, he's got to check on it because you don't know if the fighter's going to be able to continue. Fighters always want to fight, but it's up to the ringside physician to tell them if they're capable of it. He's looking.
Yeah, this is over.
Yeah, you knew it was
that's
done.
the end of the fight.
You knew it was done. You knew it was done right away.
So the ringside physician has no choice but to stop the fight. The fans don't like it, but that fighter will live to fight another day. Back inside the arena now, we go inside the Octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.